Have you ever been blindsided by someone you trusted the most? Imagine this. You've invested your time, energy, and heart into a relationship, thinking it's solid, only to find out they've been betraying you behind your back. The pain? It's like a freight train hitting you at full speed. You feel humiliated, angry, and lost. I get it. I've been there. And before we dive in, let me be clear. Even though I'm directing this message toward men, this works both ways. Ladies, if a man betrays you, you can use silence just as powerfully. The rules don't change. Now, let me tell you a story about a friend of mine, Napa. He thought he had found the one. They planned vacations, talked about their future, and even discussed starting a family. But then he found out she'd been seeing someone else. His gut reaction? Confront her. Yell. Demand answers. But what if I told you that the strongest response in a situation like this isn't screaming? It's silence. This video isn't about petty revenge or playing games. It's about something much bigger. It's about taking back your power, restoring your self-worth, and walking away with your dignity intact. So, let's break it down. Why does silence speak louder than any words ever could? Point 1. Silence is strength, not weakness. When you've been betrayed, staying silent feels unnatural. You want to call them out, demand explanations, or even make them feel the same pain you're feeling. But here's the reality. Your silence says something much more powerful. It says, I don't need your validation. I'm not playing this game. Think about it. When you argue or beg for an explanation, you're handing over control. You're showing them just how much power they still have over you. But when you stay silent, you reclaim that power. Napa did exactly that. Instead of lashing out, he chose silence. At first, his ex tried everything. Texting, calling, trying to provoke a reaction. But she got nothing, and it drove her insane. Why? Because silence forces people to sit with their own guilt. And that's the key. It turns their actions back on them like a mirror. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And that's exactly what silence does. It puts the focus back on you. It tells the world, my peace is not up for grabs. Point 2. Why they desperately seek a reaction. Here's something most people don't realize. When someone betrays you, guilt eats away at them. But guilt doesn't always lead to regret. Instead, it pushes them to find a way to justify what they did. They don't want closure. They want an argument. They want you to react, to get emotional, to lash out. Because if you do, they can flip the script and make it about your reaction instead of their betrayal. It's like a courtroom. If you don't show up, the trial can't even begin. They're left standing there alone with their guilt, and that's unbearable for them. That's why they will push you to engage. Now listen up, because this is important. I've seen so many of you comment that my channel deserves more views, more subscribers, and that these messages need to reach more people. And I appreciate that. But here's the truth. It won't happen without your help. So if this is hitting home for you, if you want to see this channel grow and push this message out to more warriors like you, then take action. Like the video. Leave a comment. And don't just comment. Reply to as many comments as you can. I know my warriors are capable of forcing the algorithm to push this video to the people who need it most. Alright, let's get back to it. Point 3. Don't give them a lifeline. Every time you speak, you're giving them something to grab onto, an argument to refute, a way to justify themselves, or worse, an excuse to turn you into the villain. Don't do them that favor. Silence leaves them stranded. Have you ever been in a situation where someone misunderstood your silence? Maybe they thought you were judging them more harshly than you actually were. That's human nature. When people don't have an explanation, they fill in the blanks. with their worst fears. A cheater assumes you think the absolute worst of them, even if you're just minding your own business. Studies in psychology show that uncertainty creates more anxiety than knowing the consequences. When you stay silent, you're not just walking away, you're forcing them to sit in that uncertainty. And trust me, that's far worse than anything you could say. Point 4. The cleanest revenge. Revenge is tempting. You want them to suffer like they made you suffer. But real revenge, it's not about making them feel pain. It's about showing them that they no longer have any power over you. Silence sends a message loud and clear. I'm done. I've moved on. And you're not even worth my words. Think about athletes who lose a game. The ones who throw a fit, scream at the refs, and storm off look weak. But the ones who shake hands, keep their heads high, and walk away, those are the ones who command respect. Nappa didn't just stay silent. He focused on himself. He hit the gym, picked up new hobbies, and surrounded himself with good people. And guess what? His ex came crawling back, apologizing, trying to talk. But by then her words meant nothing to him. That's real revenge. Not proving them wrong, proving to yourself that they were never worth it in the first place. Point 5. Learning from the pain. Now, staying silent doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means taking your time to process them on your terms, not theirs. This is your chance to learn. Were there red flags you ignored? Did you settle for less than you deserved? Victorious warriors win first and then go to war. In relationships, that means knowing yourself before jumping into the next one. Take the time to heal, reflect, and grow. That's exactly what Nappa did. He took months to process his pain. He journaled, sought therapy, and even read books. And when he started dating again, he was wiser, stronger, and more confident. Because that's the real goal. Not just surviving betrayal, but coming out better because of it. When someone betrays you, they don't just take your trust. They try to take your sense of self. But they can only take what you allow. By staying silent, you're not just withholding words. You're reclaiming your dignity, your strength, and your future. So ask yourself, are you going to argue and stay stuck? Or are you going to stay silent and move forward? The power is in your hands. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. And remember what I said about engagement. Make this video blow up, warriors. Until next time, peace out.